Hi, welcome to my channel, Tagia Katero. Today is November 26th, 2025, Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So, it's my favorite time of year, one of my favorite times of year, but Thanksgiving food prep. I love cooking. I love prepping. I love organizing. I love it. So I'm going to do this reading first before I get back in the kitchen. Anyways, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. My cold is like officially gone. Thank goodness. Oh, she's laughing. And you know, I hope everyone is able to spend this Thanksgiving holiday how they are able to spend it, how they want to spend it, and how they deserve to spend it. So, anyways, be that as it may, I don't know. I just feel like it's a very serene is the word. Isn't that like, it's like next to the word peaceful, but it's got its own category-ish. Let me see. Calm, peaceful, and untroubled, tranquil. Yeah, it's just very, I like the word tranquil. We'll use that. And calming. That's just how it feels. You know what? Hold on. I got my thing playing. Alright, Dad, your card. Huh? Dad, your card? No, I'm not done with the cards yet. Do you need me? Okay, baby girl. I'm here if you need me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling cards and see what happens. Let me move these. Hold on. How you feeling? Happy! Okay, that's good. So she's good. She just had her breakfast. Now she's having a treat. I feel like I'm making pretty good progress. Like, you know, I'm just patting myself on the back. I feel really good. I'm feeling proud. Proud and productive. That's how I feel. Proud and productive. All right. Let me get some chords. Proud and productive. What would be the opposite of that? Ashamed and unmotivated? Definitely not your enemy. I mean, definitely not your energy. Huh. What did I say? Not your enemy, right? I feel like productivity and being proud of yourself, that's not wrong. Okay, now pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, right? Also, keep in mind that people are so, you know, I feel like I just have like a million things now in my brain. So just as there are 7 deadly sins, there are 7 heavenly virtues. Okay? It's just how you use that energy. Now, pride is not the enemy, right? But it's just like, you know, it's good to have, like, take pride in yourself, right? Take pride in your appearance, your job, right? Take pride in it, 444, right? It's, you know, just, there's nothing wrong with having pride. But it's just too much of it, right? Everything needs a balance. Everything, right? Everything needs, you know, You need a balance. All right. So pride is not your enemy. There's nothing wrong with being prideful of your appearance, your job. There's nothing wrong with being proud of who you are, your accomplishments. Not at all. Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And in fact, it's encouraged, right? Take pride. You've earned it. You've worked hard for it. Like I woke up at the crack of dawn and I've been prepping Thanksgiving dinner, and I take pride in that because I feel like I've got a lot done, right? And it's not rushed, right? It's everything is how I want it to be. Everything is organized, and I love it, and I'm proud of that, right? Versus doing it at the last minute, and oh my gosh, I gotta do this, and oh no, I need to go out and get this ingredient. Now I gotta stop cooking and this and that, blah, 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 right? All over the place. Okay. So, and then now you're filled with shame because you started too late, and then you don't have the ingredients, and 5:55 I just seen, and it's just, right? And a lot of the times, depending on what you're cooking, it tastes better if it's been marinated or if it's been like solidified, like, you know, a couple hours prior or even the night before, right? So pride is not the enemy. It's just, I feel like it's too much pride, especially in things that you shouldn't be proud of that. Or I don't know why you're proud of that. Like okay? I feel like unnecessary amounts of pride and taking pride and credit for things you've done nothing of. Okay, that's a problem too. Like a false crown, wearing a false crown. I feel like pride, when I think of pride, I see the 6 of wands. Right? He's always wearing a crown. He's on a horse and he's being celebrated. Congratulations, right? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with, like, yes, I acknowledge, I see what you see. Like, I acknowledge the good work that I've done. I acknowledge that, and I'm proud of that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But too much pride, right? Don't get vain and don't get cocky. All right? Don't get vain, don't get cocky, all right? Just, okay, as long as you're aware of that, right? It's okay to take pride in your accomplishments, but also don't be all like, yeah, I did this. What did you do? That's when it's a problem. All right. So, yeah, it's not the enemy. But the opposite of that would be shame and unmotivated. Right? Because I was feeling proud and productive. Okay. That's definitely not your enemy, though. Oh, my gosh. That's definitely not your energy. Shame and motivation. Also, though, believe it or not, shame can be necessary at times, right? Especially if you need like a healthy dose of humbling, or like if you just need to like, shame does have a role to play, right? So does unmotivation, believe it or not. Everything has a role to play, but too much of everything is not good. Okay, it's not good. But right now, I feel like if you're feeling very proud of your accomplishments, your productivity, how far you've gone in life, how far you've come in life, proud of your healing, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, right now it's encouraged. Like, yes, it's kind of like, look at everything you've done. Look at how far you've come. Look. It's like, look at it, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. You know what? I feel like I have to do something. I feel like this one, and these two have to be up. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna get 2. We got exposed upright. No way. And then we have grief and reverse. On the bottom of the deck, we have night and reverse. I'll tell you one thing right now, collective. I don't see anything for you to be feeling bad about. There's no reason for you to be feeling bad, and you're in that energy. What do I have to feel bad about? What am I grieving? What am I feeling sad about? What am I feeling ashamed about? What am I feeling depressed about, anxious about? You're not in that energy at all. You're good. You're perfectly fine. So we have this greed card in reverse. Now, on a more darker tone, if there is someone passing away, like if there's a passing, like a passing of a life or some sort of change or transition, right? This could even be a soul making a transition, whatever the case it is. I know this is going to sound really heartless and cold to say, but it doesn't affect you. Like, it's not... Like, you could hear about someone's passing, and it's just like, oh, wow. Okay. So that happened. All right. Wow. It's just not, I don't know. It's just, there's nothing there for you. This could be someone, that you once knew that caused you a great deal of grief and pain and suffering, and now it's just like, wow. Right? Someone could be like, oh my God, did you just hear? Did you just, so-and-so just passed away? Oh, wow. Okay, well, that happened, all right. So, it is what it is. I think it's that. It's just not gonna hit you the way, I don't know, it's just not hitting you, or it's not going to, like, usually when you hear someone passing away, right, like a loved one or even an old friend or whatever the case, and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, and it really brings up these emotions and makes you, wow, life is so, right, a whole thing. But whoever this person is that you're going to hear about, it's just like, oh, because there's no emotional connection for you there. It's just not, it's not, it's just, it is what it is. It's just not there for you. Like, oh, wow. And I feel like your reaction is going to be a shock. I feel like your reaction, so stoic and monotone, is going to be, I don't know what to tell you. That's my condolences, right? You know, if you're grieving, then, you know, my condolences to you, but, you know, take care. Anyways, over here we have exposed. This could have been someone that was attacking you for a very long time, thinking that you were by yourself, a sitting duck, essentially. This is like so it would essentially be like you hearing about, and this could be like, this could be like you hearing that your predator just like died, or they were unalived, or something terrible happened to them. And it's just like, oh, right? It's not like you want it to happen or you're expecting it to happen. It's just, what are you supposed to do with that information? Are you supposed to cry? Or, oh, you're not there. It's just not there for you. All right? And for a lot of people, your reaction is a shocker because, I don't know, it could be because people aren't aware that this particular person is like your enemy or something. I kept saying, what I kept saying? It's not your enemy. I kept saying that. I don't know. I feel like there's something about gaslighting. Like somebody is trying to gaslight you into thinking that they are not your enemy. But they're only doing that to get close to you, to get like a perfect opportunity to kind of like grab you like by the throat, or like they need to get you in an area where they can like kind of like, gotcha. All right? That person's trying to convince you that they're not your enemy. Like they're trying to gaslight you. And something's going to happen to them. All right? And your reaction to that, whatever happens to them, is just going to be like, oh, okay. So that happened. All right. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, I can't, I thought you would have been more heartbroken. You would have been grieving. And you're just like, no, because right? With your intuition and the messages and blah, 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 blah. That person has been your enemy. Like, they're your enemy. You have no reason to grieve over your enemy, right? It is what it is. So I feel like you know why you don't need to grieve, or it's just not there for you, or, you know why. But nobody else knows why. So that your reaction of like, not, oh, is like, how come the collective isn't like crying like everyone is? Like, we're all crying. How come you're not crying? I don't know. It's just not there for me. It's just a cycle of life. All right. That would be easier to say than having to explain the ins and outs and blah, 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 right? I feel like whoever this person is, this could be like self-done, or this could be something like a divine intervention, because they just don't want to leave you alone. They don't want to leave you alone. I don't know why that is. We have night in reverse. So whoever this person is, they can have trouble sleeping at night. They're staying up at night. They can't sleep at night. They're like running through scenarios of how to get you. They're running through these scenarios. Like, this is what they stay up at night thinking about. How to... Gotcha! You see that hawk? It's like, gotcha! It's like they're trying to think of how to get you. And it's just like... That's why, this could even be like... If it's oh my gosh. If it's self-doing... Right? It's because their mind is betraying them to the point where they just can't take it anymore, and they're just gonna kaput. They're just gonna do it themselves, and just, that's it. Right? And it could also be because they're just like triggered and paranoid and anxious, and they feel seen, they feel exposed, and they don't want to face the consequences, and they could even be like afraid to go into jail or getting caught. And you see it all the time where people would rather unalive themselves than go to prison or go to jail or get caught or being seen for who they really are. They would rather unalive themselves and save themselves the shame, the embarrassment, the public humility, the revelations, right? But you are already aware of this, so you're just like, oh. Now, if they don't do it themselves, it's going to be like divine intervention, like something... like a freak accident or something, right? Like they're walking outside and it's thundering and blah, 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 and the lightning strikes and the tree trunk is falling and it hits them and, they're kaput. All right? So it's something crazy like that. If they don't do it themselves, it's going to be like a freak accident. Right? I don't know what to say. This is very very dull, like grim, right? This is like a very grim and dark reading. Whatever. On the bottom of the deck we have anomaly. Okay, so that's your energy. Very unique, very different. You stand out. I don't know. It's like this person, they want to collect you, or they want to keep you. They want to... Gotcha! Right? It's like being able to... Like, they want to revel in that energy, right? And it's like, you're like this amazing mythical creature that they've been hunting their entire lives, and finally they got it, and they'll stop at nothing to get it, right? Like, I seen it before, and I know what's there. I know if I just go back, and I know it's there, I can catch it. I know what's there, right? It's like they're obsessed. They're obsessed. Wait, these are backwards. So I feel like that's why it's it really is that serious now, because if they don't stop, it's like they're gonna drive themselves mad, or they probably already are driving themselves to insanity. And the divine intervention is like, all right, this person's a little too crazy lightning strike or random flood, or I don't know. I just seen like a car driving off a bridge into water. I don't know. Oof. Yeah, someone's like trying to get out, but there's water everywhere, so they can't. I don't know. This is a very dark, not dark, but it's just very grim, very like, what are you gonna do? I get one in the middle. It really has to do because someone's, that's why. I've been getting a lot of Edgar Allan Poe and crows, right? But there's a Pacific, oh my gosh. A specific story, The Telltale Heart, right? And in the story, the character becomes obsessed to the brink of insanity with this individual. And the obsession takes over him, so he unalives the individual and then puts the heart, I think, underneath the floorboard. But then he's got the guilt, and it starts eating him alive, and he just can't handle anymore. And he starts hearing the thump thump, thump thump, thump thump of the heart beating, right? The telltale heart, and it's driving him insane. And if I'm not mistaken, he ends up unaliving himself. Okay, so this person, they've already done something bad, and that they're like, that shame and that guilt is eating them up alive, and they can't take it anymore. They could have done something to you, right, out of obsession. So you are this anomaly, right? So you're like this mythical ancient creature, right? And they were obsessed. So whoever this person is, they became obsessed and enthralled, and oh my gosh, like insane with obsession towards you. So they did something, an act of betrayal, something horrific, something vile, right? Because in the story, he ends up unaliving the person, right? So maybe they didn't get to the point of unaliving you, God forbid, right? Hopefully not. But they definitely did something vile and malicious out of their obsession with you. And now that guilt and that shame is eating them up alive, and it's putting them to the brink of insanity. So either they're going to end up unaliving themselves, or it's going to happen by a freak accident. But either way, and you're very well aware of this. And that's why, because of you understand this so well, there's not a lick of grief in you, because it's like you don't feel bad, you don't feel pity, you don't feel grief over something. Not only do you understand it so well, but you understand why that transition had to happen. All right? Because essentially it's either me or you. And I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be me. Okay? I'm not going to do anything, but it's not going to be me. All right? So the universe is like, it's either, okay, one of you, and you're like, well, it's not going to be me. And the universe is like, all right, I heard you. Say less. And less was said. Hence, this transition for this individual that was obsessed with you, or that is obsessed with you. All right? Don't do nothing. You don't have to do anything. All right? But I think when you hear this, okay, that's... So not only do you know that who it is, but you understand why it had to happen that way. Right? Because it was like, they were never going to stop. Right? I don't know what this obsession is, but it's like you're like this ancient mythical creature, and like, like Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents, right? The only reason why he's obsessed with it is because he had Fairly Odd Parents. So this person either they had you in their energy, they had you in their lives, they've experienced you, they were your friend, they were your lover, they were your coworker, whatever. They had already experienced you or seen you somehow, some way. Okay? That's where the obsession starts with. All right? A lot of the times, you see it in movies and TV shows and all, the obsession starts with like a first glimpse, or like, I knew it, right? It's like, oh, I wonder. But then it's like, I knew it, right? And that right there is like, that starts the hunt within them. This is a hawk. Hawks are predators, right? So it started the hunt within them, and they weren't going to stop. That obsession is going to be their undoing, their self-undoing, or a freak accident, right? And Crocker, put it like this, Crocker was like, he would stop at nothing to prove and capture fairies. So it was either you or this person. This person was trying to, I don't know, like recapture you or like prove something. They did the most. You must have already been in their energy, or they must have already like experienced you or seen you or been around you, heard of you, whatever the case it is. But that sparked some sort of twisted obsession. All right. I'm getting what is it, Shang-Chi or something like that, and the 12 rings. It's the forest. It's the forest, right? The movie is basically about the forest, and if we take a particular path in the forest, it's like a portal. It transfers you to this mythical land, and all these ancient mythical Chinese creatures are there. There was someone that was so obsessed with that forest because they knew it exists. They knew they would stop at nothing. It's that energy, right? So we got that, Crockett, The Telltale Heart from Edgar Allan Poe. This is an obsession. It's let me see that movie. Okay, I gotta start from Kim's Asian Market. So let me start with that, because I know. So the guy's name is Simu Liu. Yeah. Shang-Chi and the Legend of... Now I want to watch that movie. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Yeah. So that's the movie. And it's really about like the ancient forest and blah, 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 blah. But there was a person that knew it existed, and he was doing the most to get there, right? Anyways. Like, unforgivable acts, and I think it was like even committing genocide or something. Just to prove, like, it was just more to like have it again, or to like to say, I got it. Right? It's like this person wanted to say that with you. Like, I got it. I got the collective. Like, it's like a collector. This is giving me like a collector. Like somebody wanted to collect you so bad, or say that they accomplished having you or keeping you or catching you. All right? It's not. It's like a human hunting another human. Right? It's wicked. I need one, please. Okay, let me move it over here. It's literally the first thing that I saw. Keep your involvement hidden. Okay? Keep your involvement hidden. We have seeking oneness with all there is. Philanthropy, keeping your involvement hidden in the 12th house. That's Pisces energy, right? Yeah, I feel like this person, they're going insane because like they can't find you, they can't track you down. It's like somebody who's like going through the jungle and trying to follow the tracks of like, I don't know, a creature, and it's like suddenly the tracks disappear, right? Because I feel like this person didn't realize that the creature that they're hunting also has wings. They don't always have to walk. And it's like you just started flying, and this person's like, "What? Where did they go? I just had him. I almost had him. Where did they go? I almost had him." And they're like going crazy. They're going crazy. They feel like they almost had you, and they're going crazy because they have no idea what just happened to their source or their tracker, or I don't know. Like, what is it, GPS, or I don't know, what happened to the trail that they were following. It just disappeared. Okay, you could be a water sign, or this person could be a water sign that's doing this. But I feel like not only are you... Hold on, it's commercial. Okay. Not only are you like not ashamed about anything or feeling bad about anything, but you're also with the seeking oneness with all there is. And I was also getting unmotivated. So when you're unmotivated, you don't really do anything. You're actually doing something. You're doing something, but I feel like because it's keep your involvement here, because you're so private, or you're in your private area, or you're in your quiet area, whatever the case it is, to other people that are trying to look in, because you're not talking about it, you're not boasting about it, you're not bragging about it, you're not I don't know, like broadcasting your every plan, every action, every move. It seems like you're not really doing much, and it's really pissing this person off, because if you're not doing much, why can't they find you? If you're sitting still, why can't they find you? That's what they think. If you're not doing anything, why can't they find you? Why isn't it so easy for them to be able to track you down and locate you and find you? That's because you are doing something. You're just not boasting, bragging, or broadcasting it. It says keep your involvement hidden. It's not the time for you to be hooting and hollering everything that you're doing. Now is not the time for you to be doing that. Now is not the time for... Because you have this predator that's trying to track you down. They're trying to find you and trying to hunt you down. And they're not going to stop. That's why the universe is like, it's either you or them. And you've already made it clear to the universe, well, it's not going to be me. I got things to do. I'm connecting with all that there is, right? Seeking oneness with all there is. I'm right there with the divine, so it's not going to be me. I got things to do. Philanthropy, you're doing things. You're doing things, okay? And I truly feel like if you're in philanthropy, you don't really have to be bragging about it or boasting about it, right? That's kind of like, I don't know, it's like when you go to the soup kitchen, right? And you're serving the people that come to the soup kitchen. You're not like, oh, I just served so-and-so. I just served so-and-so. You don't do that, all right? And you are aware of that. Like, there are just things that you just don't do. All right? So, whatever it is that you're doing, you're not boasting, bragging, or like broadcasting it. It's really pissing off this predator, because it's like, if you're not doing anything, why can't they find you? Why can't they locate you? They just had you. They just had you. Right? But they didn't realize you have wings. You too can fly. You can fly. You're a freaking crow. Look at that. You're a crow. You can fly if you want to. Right? Abundance is right on the bottom of the deck. As I picked up this entire deck, and this is the only one that stayed. Right? You've got abundance. You're perfectly fine. You're not grieving. You're not feeling ashamed. You're not feeling bad. You're not unmotivated. All right? You're standing tall in all your glory. You're doing things. You're connecting with the Most High God. Your business is your business. And it's really bothering this person, because they don't know, right? They thought for sure they had you with this exposed energy. They thought for sure, right? And all of a sudden, like, the tracks disappeared. You ever see a pigeon walking? And a pigeon will walk for a long time. And it is the funniest thing, because it's like you've been walking this entire time, and then out of nowhere, like, the pigeon will just like, I think I'm gonna fly now. I think when birds walk, it's the funniest thing, because it's like sometimes we forget, oh yeah, you can walk, you got legs, you can walk too, right? But this person, either they didn't know or they forgot you had wings. And you're like, yeah, I can fly too. I don't know what you thought. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the 7th house is open enemies and the 12th house is hidden enemies. All right. So your hidden enemies have been revealed to you, right? You know who your enemies are, essentially, despite the fact that they've been hiding themselves, or they've been trying to hide themselves, or they've been trying to conceal themselves. It's been shown to you, or it will be shown to you. All right. How you feeling? Okay, good. Listen, don't spin with candy in your mouth, okay? Oh. Okay, never mind. Spin away. What was that? The Wheel of Fortune? The King of Wands reverse. I'm gonna put him back in there. This could be the person that's like been trying to hunt you down. This King of Wands reverse energy. Hold on, I gotta answer my phone. They're trying to hide their intentions, trying to hide who they are, try to conceal themselves, but they already popped out. Tomato, lettuce.
Chill?
Go.
Well, my lip broke.
Okay. Let me hurry up with this reading. Yes, baby. Huh? Okay. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, let me hurry up and do the tarot, and then I think I'm going to close the reading. On my way. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, it could be a King of Wands reverse that's hunting you. Could be a karmic, distorted, twisted masculine. You could be a masculine that's, you know, being hunted, or you could be a feminine that's being hunted by this person. Either way, whatever happens to them, it's just like, okay, it is what it is. My condolences, but you know, hold on. You and this person have two completely different beliefs too, by the way. Like, it may seem like you have similar beliefs, okay, but there's something about the core value or core values, or I feel like it's like one specific core value that is just not, it's too different. You believe something with your entire being, and this person believes like their belief of that belief is like twisted. It's just not, I don't know, it's like wrong. It's not. Wow, I just noticed that this crow, it has a glow around it too. Look, there's a glow around this crow. This person could have thought you were like a sitting duck, or it would be easy for them to be like, gotcha. This person already knew there was something different about you because you already had a glow to you, right? But who you really are is much, much more. What they thought or who they thought you were is beyond that. It's beyond that. It's like you still have this glow to you, but who you really are was hidden from them. And it was like, if they were still attacking you while you still have this glow, but you weren't in all your glory and all your power and all your might, right? So they were doing, if they were doing this when you still had like some glow and you still, right? Imagine what they would have done if they saw who you really are, or, right? It's just kind of like, you see it in TV shows and movies and blah, blah, all the time, where that person, they know that there's something different about that particular person, something strange and peculiar, but they can't put their finger on it. But that starts their hunt. It starts it's like the Ace of Wands. It's like the start of like their hunt, of their obsession. They're like, now they have newfound passion. They want to find out your secret, find out who you are, find out everything. It's like the obsession, right? Like, you know, and the main character is like a werewolf or like a vampire or like a mermaid or something mythical creature or something like that, right? And now they're already doing that when you're being like who you really are is like kind of like kept hidden. Now imagine what they would have done if they really, really like seen you in your unicorn glow or your mermaid glow, or they seen you as a vampire or werewolf, whatever mythical creature. All right? Like, imagine what they would have done if they seen you in your full form. But they're acting this way, and they've only seen maybe like your eyes change, or like you left something odd behind, or something. It wasn't even your full, it's not even my final form, right? Kind of energy, and they were already doing all of this crazy, obsessive things. Anyways. This person feels like they believe that they have to like expose you, or like they believe that they have to reveal who you truly are. They have to capture you or catch you, or whatever the case it is. And it's just like, you're just trying to exist. You're just trying to live, laugh, and love, right? And this person's like hunting you. So it's either you or them. It's not going to be you. We have the Seven of Wands up, right? So you have your guard up and you're very protected. Listen. Okay, never mind, go ahead. You have your guard up and you're very protected, okay? And whatever this person has been doing or whatever they're doing, it's not affecting what you really want to do, you being yourself, your confidence, you know, you finding romance, you finding happiness in life. You're still like, it's like this person is like hunting you and you're aware of that, and you're still like, okay, well, I'm still gonna live, laugh, and love, so go ahead. Like, it's not gonna do anything. I'm still gonna do what I want to do at the end of the day. Alright? I'm still gonna believe what I want to believe at the end of the day. I'm still gonna help who I want to help at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to feel bad about what ends up happening to you, or, you know, the things that you try to do to me. I'm not going to let it affect me in any kind of way. Because realistically speaking, there's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to feel embarrassed, bad, or, you know, self-pity. You're not in that energy. At the end of the day, you're still going to believe what you want to believe in, do what you want to do, help who you want to help. If you want to fall in love, you're going to fall in love. If you're going to do something that makes you feel happy, you're going to do that. You're going to do what you want to do. Whatever this person's doing, it's not affecting you. The way that I feel like people, like if people really knew, or it's like not, I don't know, it's just not a shocker that something is not affecting you a certain way. Like, you're still live, laugh, love. And that is a shocker to people, especially to this individual. And I also feel like you being in that energy of doing what you want to do at the end of the day, and everything that they're doing, it's not affecting you. It's PISSNING them off. I can't, P-O, pissing them off. I can't really say it because she's right there. Okay, it's making them irritated and mad. And that's like fueling their obsession. But it's like, me living my life shouldn't make you want to like go crazy to the point where you want to capture me. Like, that's crazy, right? Me living my life and your obsession with me living my life has nothing to do with me. I'm going to live my life. It's you that has the obsession. You are the one that has the problem with me in my live, laugh, love energy. It's you. It's not me. You need to go figure that out. I'm not going to stop live, laugh, and love because it triggers you so much. No. You're going to do what you want to do. And you're going to stand your ground. And you're at this point where it's like, it's either you or me. And I know it's not going to be me. And you know that. You're in that energy. Because you got your guard up. You're ready to listen. It's kind of like someone breaks into your home. It's self-defense. You're prepared for that. You're prepared for that. It's either when someone breaks into your home, right? You have the right to defend yourself. You know, it's if your life is on the line, right? It's not going to be my life. You're in my domain. You broke into my house. I have the right to defend and protect my life, right? So I don't know. It's like something's like a freak accident is going to happen to this individual. Come here. Hold on. People tend to mistake that just because you're in this like live, laugh, love, and I'm using that because usually when you hear it, it's like corny and cliche. Live, laugh, love, right? It's corny and cliche, right? It's very like naive and like right? And people tend to mistake you being in the energy of like, either you don't know what's going on. People you see you in that energy and they underestimate you. People see you in the energy and they assume you don't know how to defend yourself. You don't know how to speak up for yourself. You're not aware what's going on. No, you're aware. You know how to defend yourself. You can speak up for yourself. You have no problem seeing things for what it is. But you're still going to do what you want to do. Like, you want to live, laugh, love. You want to go express yourself. You want to go create. You want to go have fun. Like, why can't you be in that energy and still be aware of what's going on? Why can't you be in that energy and still be like, listen, right? Like, why? Anyways, I feel like I had to say that. And I feel like you, in the Seven of Wands energy, you're gonna protect. You have every right to protect yourself. And you're gonna protect your energy, your peace, your beliefs, right? You're gonna. That's why I keep hearing it's either you or me. It's either you or me, right? And it's not gonna be the collective. There's no real reason. Like, there's no purpose to what this person is trying to do to you. It's like they just want to do it, right? There's no reason for it. They just want to capture you and just keep you in a jar, and then that's it, right? They don't have any other plans after that. Hold on. They don't have any, like, I don't know, like, that's it. That's all they want to do. They just want to capture you. That's it. They don't have like any other and capture and then, right? They don't have that. It's just that's why I'm saying it's either you or them, and it's not going to be you. All right, what they're doing, there's no point to this. It's just chaos and malice and anger and like it's just darkness. But there's nothing coming from that darkness. Usually through darkness then comes light, right? But this person, it's just darkness. There's no light after that. There's no plans of finding the light after that. It's just that. So that's why that energy has to come to an end. There's no point to it. There's no progress to it. There's no evolution. There's no becoming. There's no transcending. There's no learning. It's just negativity and chaos. That's it. Negativity begets negativity. Darkness begets darkness, right? It's just, it's like stagnancy, and there's no point, at least not for you. There's no, like, and even for them, right? They have no plans of light, transcending, healing, right? Happiness, joy, peace. There's none of that. So if there's none of that, if there's no plans for that, if there's no plans for them for that kind of energy, and they don't have any intentions of that kind of energy for you, it's like a brick wall. It's going to have to get knocked down. That brick wall being there is pointless. Why is that brick wall there? It's just, It's a pointless obstacle. Right? Five of Pentacles reverse. This person so badly wants to get out of something. It's like they're desperate to get out of something. Maybe to get out from, like, out of, like, they want back in. They want back into your energy. They want back into your energy. And they'll stop at nothing to get back into your energy. But for what point and purpose? There's no reason for this person to be in your life. Okay? There's no reason for you to be in this person's life. Okay, so for what? There's not going to be a give and take. There's not going to be a mutual understanding, mutual healing, nothing. It's like this dark entity wants to just capture you and keep you in the dark. And they'll stop at nothing to just, I got them. Right? It's like someone finding a unicorn and capturing it and just keeping it locked up, right? And no one's looking at it. They're not even going to be like, $10 an hour to look at my unicorn. Not even that. It's just, they just want to capture you and keep you in the dark forever and ever. And they'll stop at nothing to, they don't want to be locked out of your energy. They want to be able to be around you, to just be like, gotcha. I feel like you could have already healed from this energy, whatever energy that they have around them. If you were once around, because I'm telling you, this is someone that you were already around, or they've seen you, they've spoken to you, they've been in a relationship with you, they were your neighbor, they were, I don't know what it is, but they've already, like, experienced your energy before. They've already experienced it, right? And that lack of being able to be around your energy is like deteriorating them to the point where they'll do anything to make sure that they'll be able to get back into your energy. But whatever effect this energy had on you, it must have had some sort of effect on you, because it's like whatever happens to them, you're just like, okay, well, whatever happens, happens. So it must have been something bad that they've done, or bad that you know of that they've done to you, or you've experienced like a betrayal, whatever the case it is, because when something happens to this individual, like a freak accident or a self-unaliving, you're just going to be like, oh, it's just not going to affect you, because it's like, that's one less enemy that I have to deal with, one less enemy that I have to worry about, right? It's that bad. So you've already healed from experiencing their energy. You've already healed from it. You've moved on from it. They can't let go. So they'll stop at nothing to get back into your energy. That's why I keep saying it's either you or them. And it's not gonna be you, because what they want is just to capture you. To keep you, to trap you, to lock you, it's giving, it puts the lotion in the basket kind of energy. Alright? And what, you're gonna live the rest of your life in a hole, putting lotion on your skin, and then you can take the lotion back off. Thank you. No. That's what I'm saying. It's either you or them. It's not gonna be you. And it's the fact that it puts the lotion in the basket. White, oh my gosh. This person could be white. Buffalo Bill said it puts the lotion in a basket. This person doesn't even see you as a human being. They see you as like something that they can capture, something to trap and lock, like an object, right? Buffalo Bill didn't say she puts the lotion in the basket, or he puts the lotion in the basket, or human puts the lotion. No, it. This person stop. This person sees you as an object. They don't see you as a person with rights and emotions and feelings, and because they don't see you as an object, they don't see you as, it's not registering to them that the way they're treating you is horrible. It's not good. They're not treating you like a human. They're treating you like an object. All right? They want to capture their object. They want to keep the object. They want to hold on to the object, right, and put it on the shelf. So This person, you're not even like, when they look at you, they're not in their eyes, you're not looking at a human. So whatever happens to this person, it's like, okay, well, that's one less thing I have to worry about. Okay? You're not even a human in this person's eyes. A sentient being, a person with rights and, feelings and opinions, and you're not even that. So why are you going to feel bad for someone who they don't even deem you as a human being? They see you as an object, and so your reaction is kind of a shocker when, you want me to grieve over the person that never even saw me as a human being and wanted to trap me and keep me locked up? No thanks. My condolences, but that's as far as you get out of me. Okay? Also, if you don't know who Buffalo Bill is, he's from the movie Hannibal Lecter, right? Hannibal Lecter, he's a cannibalism, blah, 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 whatever. Hello, Clarice. And Clarice, she's like the detective, and she ends up going to Hannibal because she needs his advice on how to catch Buffalo Bill. So it's a whole thing. But yeah, hold on. All right. I'm going to get a couple more. I'm going to get like 2 to 3 more, and then I'll close the reading. This was a nice little break. But I got things to do. Stop! We got the Lovers that came out. I gotta cover their body because they're kind of naked. We got the Lovers coming out. Upright for you. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be getting some sort of communication, or someone's going to communicate that they want to partner with you. They want to work with you. They want to... This could even be like a communication about a romantic interest. Either you have, or someone who's romantically interested and wants to pursue you romantically. All right, so you're gonna get some sort of communication about that. For others of you, on a very platonic, this is someone that wants to communicate that they want to work with you, right? They feel like you could go in business together, all right? So you'll find out more about that in time. Okay, maybe definitely after Thanksgiving. You're just loving life, right? With that Lover's energy, you're just loving life. You're just having a good time, Stop. Darned if you like your life, and darned if you aren't having a good time. So it's like, no matter what, you would be in the wrong to this kind of energy. So for all that, you might as well just live life and have fun and enjoy it, right? They're not going to like it either way. So you might as well like life. You might as well enjoy how you're living your life. We got the Six of Pentacles upright. So whoever that's coming in with this Lover's energy, it's going to be reciprocal. It's going to be mutual. It's going to be a proper give and take. Whether this is business, a relationship, that relationship, either it's like platonic or romantic, it's going to be fair and just. Okay? Fair and just. 1, 2. I'll get one more and I'll close the reading. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. If something has to do with the nature of who you are, too. This person's about to irritate me. We have the Six of Cups on the fence. This could be a karmic masculine Scorpio that's trying to come back from the past. or they could be a karmic tourist that's trying to like realign something with you. But either way, the Six of Cups fell on the fence. Whoever this person is from your past, they'll stop at nothing. And that's why I kept thinking gift, 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 gift. It's like, just say it, right? And I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, well, I'm not there yet. Like, let me, all right, let me figure it out. That's what that is. So this person from your past, and I kept saying that they're going to stop, they would do anything to get out, you know, from being out of your energy. They want to do whatever it takes. They will do whatever it takes to get back into your energy. This person would even go as far as giving you a gift or flowers or whatever. It's like they want to physically give you something, so that way it's like for them, if they have something material, something physical that they can give you, that would be like the perfect start of them having to be able to put their foot into the door, right? The door of your life, the door of your heart, the door of your mind, the door of your spirit, right? This person is going to come in with a gift, but that gift has strings attached. They just want to be able to be like, okay, the gift is in your hands, part separate ways, right? You have the gift and you're walking with the gift. They're gonna, without you even realizing, there's strings attached to that gift, right? And now you can't let go of that gift. So they're gonna end up pulling the strings, yank it, and now you're attached to them. Gotcha, right? But you can't let go of the gift. You can't, because now the gift is like attached to you, right? This energy is already attached to you. Gotcha. So don't, if you already know who this person is, or if you feel some type of way, don't, this is like a narcissistic masculine. They just want to be able to like, they'll do anything. They're gonna do anything. I also feel like this person, they want to be a part of the things that you have physically, right? Be mindful. This person wants to give you something to get close to you because you have this amazing energy, this joy, this live, laugh, love. You have that, right? You have that. They want that. They don't want to be out of that. This could have been someone that could have experienced that or tasted that, right? And it's like now the plate of food has been yanked from them. It's like, you don't deserve that food. And they're going to do anything to get that back, which is you. Right? This could be a masculine Scorpio, or someone who just refuses to change. They don't want to change. They don't see anything wrong in their ways, their beliefs, their being. Again, this is someone who doesn't even see you as a human. They see you as an object. All right, so I don't know. It's like they see you as an object. They want to give an object to an object, right? Which is, right? Anyways, bye.